Hey y'all, so we are back in Home Depot today. Let's see what they have. First up, we have these pots. They're $10, all of them. And this is a Synapsis pictus. Really pretty. $9.98. And here is a variegated Bertonier. It says it's a sea stones, but it's not. It's a variegated Bertonier. That's also $10. Next to it is a Hoya Rosita. And then we have some peperomias back here. And then we have these philodendrons growing in water. Very nice. This is really cute. See a nice speckled syngonium back there. And then these terrariums are $20. All right, next up we have these cactus and succulents. By the way, I hope no one's still buying these colored cactus. They're not actually this color. They spray paint them. I know, I have to say that because some people genuinely don't know that these cactus aren't that color. They buy them and they end up dying. But because they spray paint them, it prevents photosynthesis, which in return suffocates the plant and then it dies. So let's just stop buying them and maybe they'll stop selling them. But here's some other nice cacti, some aloes. This cool wonky looking dude, I like it a lot. I showed this in my last video. I saw it at Lowe's also. And here we have some ponytail plants. These are $13, which is not bad. Some succulent arrangements. And we're moving to the side. Here are some palms, some monsteras. Only $23. And some orchids. We always see orchids everywhere. Dieffenbachias, peace lilies. All right, let's go to the other side of the store. Here we have some more of the same kind of plants we saw up there in the front. Here's some nerve plants. Here's some pothos. And more terrariums. But in these terrariums, they actually have some Hoyas growing in them. There's some Hoya Matildes. Here's a really splashy one growing. And look what we have here. Some Alocasia frydix. They have these beautiful green velvety leaves. It's almost like the color is so vibrant on here that I feel like if you put it in like a really dark room, they would just like glow in the dark. Do you guys get what I'm trying to say? But these are, let's see how much these are. They're $30, which is not too bad. There's 2 that come in a pot. Remember when these were so expensive? And look now, we're finding them at Home Depot. Here are some Alocasia reginae. At first I thought those were mealybugs. They're not. These are $20. Not bad, not bad. And up here, I love Hoyas. Oh my gosh. Okay. So first up, I think this is a quinquenervia. Correct me if I'm wrong. They always name them endless cascades. I don't know why they don't put the real name on there, but I'm pretty sure it's a quinquenervia. And look at this. This is so pretty. Oh my gosh. In person, it's not really in the best of shape. On camera, it looks like it, but honestly, they really weren't in the best of shape. And the name of that one is a Hoya latifolia or macrophylla. I think they changed the name to latifolia. But yeah, there they are. They're really not in the best of shape, but and Home Depot's very stingy about giving discounts, so they're not as lenient as Lowe's. Here is this plant. I forgot what the name of this one was, but it's really pretty. I love the colors on here. This is $30. And this is a... I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that. Oh, by the way, okay, this... okay, yeah. Apollos opulans. That's the best I got, y'all. Okay, there's some calatheas. Here are some mandulas. $30 is crazy. Okay, crazy, because I saw them at Lowe's for only $8 and they were that size. So you're pretty much paying for the pot. And here's some monsteras and some birds of paradise too. Here are some pretty pink syngoniums. Another Hoya Rosita, which sunstress red. Oh, oopsies. These sunstress red, and they're really pretty. Really, really pretty. Oh, these are so pretty. Salt and pepper peperomias. Oh my goodness. The leaves are so thick too. What else do we have here? Okay, and by the way, that plant is $6. These are all $6, $5.98. And here is a begonia. To me, begonias look like they grew out of Chernobyl. They just look like some radioactive experiment. Some of them are very cute, but some of them are just, this one's really cute. This one's very cute. This reminds me of a strawberry begonia, but I don't think it's a strawberry begonia. Let's see what the name is. It's called a saxifraga pink. They're really cute. Cute little leaves. And there's some Tradescantii. Here's some more pink syngoniums. Here are some Hoya enduensis. Okay. Enduenensis. I think that's what it is. What else, y'all? The same old down here, $10. Okay. Here's a cute peperomia. Peperomia obtusifolia. Y'all are gonna get me with these pronunciations. An asparagus fern. They do look ethereal, so I think that's a perfect name. Asparagus ethereal. Fits that plant perfectly. Okay, did I miss anything on this side? No. All right, let's go to the other room. So in this room, we have, well, this is like the greenhouse area. Those other plants were on the inside of Home Depot. Now we're on the outside. I know, right? There's so many plants. Even I'm shocked. But yeah, here's what we have. Nerve plants, some peperomias, some pothos, these cute sansevierias. Really cute, only $5.98. And on the side, pothos. Some more peperomias, some syngoniums, some dracenias. And over here, y'all, we're getting to some more good stuff. There, I have to get my focus on. Okay, here we have some marantas or prayer plants, some syngoniums, some snake plants. Here is a Emiliana. Some more snake plants. This is a beautiful crimson princess. It's only $16.98. Here's an actual strawberry begonia. Kind of in bad shape. Probably just needed a hug. Kidding. That one is $20. That one is $17. They always have these same pothos here. There's some peace lilies. Some more Tradescantii. Those look like little purple butterflies. Some more peperomias, some peperomia jennies. This one's really pretty and vibrant, and it's about to bloom too. This one's only $4.98, and it's pretty full. The video doesn't do justice. Those are peperomia jennies right there. And here's some Hoya Crimson Queens and Crimson Princesses. I'm convinced those are the same ones that they've had for like a little over a year now. This is $16.98 for the Tradescantii. Pretty purple. Could add some color to a room. And here's some ferns. Here are some cute Peperomia pileas. The leaves on these are actually kind of thick-like, which is really interesting. Here's some Dracaenias. This is, I think this is a fern. I'm not sure. It doesn't say on there. Ha. Someone tell me if it's a fern or not. Here's some orchids. Orchids we see. Orchids are everywhere. Okay, look. So this is that same peperomia. Hold on. Hold on. This is $17. Okay. And then this is $4.98. Tell me the difference in size between those, y'all. What a ripoff. Ripping people off. They put it in a bigger pot and then charge triple the price. What? Okay. Moving on. Look at this. This is so cute. This is an orchid cactus. This is also referred to as Queen of the Night cactus. And their blooms last for about 30 minutes. I'm not even joking. $20. Bromeliads. And this is a nerve plant. Really pretty bromeliads. And some more snake plants, some aglaonemias. These are the ashy snake plants, which are $17. And these are, look at how ZZ's, the new growth is just so cute. I love how it comes out. It's like a little rose. Look at this. This is a chameleon ZZ. If you are a beginner to houseplants, ZZs are the perfect beginner houseplant. They thrive off neglect. You can leave them in a corner for a month and they'll still love you and still give you the same energy. Okay. Here's these little bromeliads are $6.98. And some Venus flytraps, some orchids. That one's so sad. This is a really cute looking bromeliad. Here we have some unique looking cacti. By the way, they made cactuses a word in the dictionary if you didn't know. That's a barrel cactus, and then those are blue something cactus. I can't remember the name. So those of you who still say cactuses, you're allowed to say it now. Here's some aloe. That is $12. More Dracaenias, I think. Some crotons. These snake plants are they're like midget snake plants. and they're $20 for, looks like there's 3 to 4 in a pot. And these guys have some big leaves, and they are $32.98. I was actually expecting them to be a bit cheaper, but not too bad. Here's some ponytail palms. Those are nice and full. How much are these? They're $32.98 also. They're pretty big. And here are some palms that are only $8 for these giant things, guys. Look, I'm gonna put my hand. Look how big these are for only $8. That's insane. All right, we're back on the other side because I missed some plants here. These are Gloriosum. I remember when these were so expensive, and now they're only $20 here. And this is a really full pot. These are crawlers, so you can't put them on a moss pole. You just gotta let them crawl in a long planter. If I lived in a warm climate, I would just throw it in the backyard and let it do its thing. But I don't. For now. Okay, here's another ponytail palm. This is $20. The one on the ground looked like it was about this size. So yeah. Here's a snake plant. This is another snake plant. I love how the outer edges are like lighter. It's really cool. All right, let's go on this side too. Those are heartleaf philodendrons. Heartleaf philodendrons for $20. All right, I did miss these right here. Here are some lipstick plants. This is called a Thai pink lipstick plant. These are really, really pretty. Look them up on Google to see how long they grow in trellis. It's such a beautiful plant. Only $16.98. Said it's a Maranta. It's not. Trust me. It's a Thai pink lipstick. And this one right here is actually in bloom. Look at it. It does kind of look like lipstick, huh? Well, this is what a Thai pink looks like in bloom if you've never seen it. And here are some Marantas, or prayer plants. Okay, y'all, that is it for Home Depot shopping with me. Thank you all so much for watching. Subscribe, share this video, like, comment, and stay tuned for my next one. Bye.